Welcome. Hello, this hangout is on air live from Troy, Montana. My name is Earl Teets. I'm the founder of the Servants Team Missionary Outreach, and it really is a blessing to bring you the homebusinesshelper.com. What I'm going to share with you is simply facts. The homebusinesshelper.com is nothing more than a blog providing information that shares the truth with you of how you can earn the money from home online. We give you a 90-day roadmap of proven actions that actually put money in your pocket. I'm going to go through this presentation quite quickly. I apologize, the screen's a little bit fuzzy. Here in Troy, Montana, we're in a rural mountain area. We either have internet signal or we don't. Some days we're blessed, other days we aren't. But the facts I'm sharing with you, you can hear through my voice, and it'll really show you some things that are really quite amazing. You might need a little bit of credibility. I've been in the industry for 20 years of work from home and worked on commissions that whole time. One of my biggest heroes in the industry to learn from in person was John Maxwell. You can do a Google search on him and find out that the Fortune 500 companies pay their most elite, the best of the best, to be able to train them. I've got to study him for over 10 years, read his books, go to his functions, and be able to have my picture taken with him. So I really have learned from the people that actually have the experience that know how to train you to do things. And all I'm going to share with you is some free information from the heart that will allow you to unlock the door to create income from the comfort of your home. Is it going to make you money real fast with hardly any money spent? Push a button, you're going to be a millionaire overnight? Absolutely not. If you're looking for something for nothing, I promise you this, you are at the wrong spot right now. When it comes to creating a real income, at least enough to support a family on, as a home business entrepreneur, it's going to cost you some money to get started. It's going to cost you money monthly to operate that business, and it's going to take time, effort, and commitment to make daily things happen that are going to produce the profits in the businesses that will show you both weekly and monthly pay. Now, it's a proven roadmap, and if you're willing to go to work and roll up your sleeves, you have a live coach with experience to help you through this process. So let's go ahead and jump into this. I'm going to cover it kind of quick. We share the truth here, the Home Business Helper. Some see the truth, some run from it, and some embrace it. We help those who embrace it. And what is it that gives us an edge in today's age and time? We're a second to market solutions. Well, what does that really mean? Well, it's pretty simple. You look at the automobile when it first came out, it didn't have a gas gauge. It did not have windshield wipers. People bought it. And then the next car came out with gas gauge and windshield wipers. More were familiar with the automobile. Even the ones that wanted the old automobile wanted the new one because they wanted a gas gauge and wipers. So that second to market automobile created the most amount of profits in a very short period of time. So if you're second to market with solutions, it helps. We talk about two solutions that make the most money. In home business, that's network marketing and affiliate marketing. In network marketing, the trail of success has left clues behind throughout history and proven without a shadow of a doubt that health and wellness is where the money's at. That's just the bottom line. Look at the world's top economic forecaster, Paul Zane Pilzer. He says that's where the money's at, in health and wellness. So if you look at where the masses are spending their money, it's not hard. Got the playoffs going on this weekend with the NFL. So take a look at the commercials. That's where the masses are spending their money. That's where the people are spending the most money to get what they have to offer in front of mass eyeballs at once. It's just professional business to advertise. A lot of professional entrepreneurs do it. And we're going to show you how to capitalize on that kind of stuff later in this video. So you understand health and wellness solutions. And you look at the solutions that are on TV being advertised, and they're not cures. They take a prescription pill. They cost $10 to $30 a day. And the most strongest spending powers on the planet are purchasing these solutions that are not cures, with often side effects far worse than what they're taking those pills for. So if you've got a natural solution that you cannot call a cure either or make any claims about, and we're not, by the way, but that natural solution, there are testimonies available of very positive results, and there's clinical studies behind it and medical experts that have really looked at what this is all about and stand behind it. And those solutions are less than $2 a day. What does that mean to you as an entrepreneur? This is a trend in motion. It means that you can solve the largest problem in the history of the industry of network marketing: attrition, meaning you bring 10 people into the business this month, and next month all of them quit. You got to go find 10 new ones to start again, or maybe one stay on the team. So how do you avoid that? Well, next month they like saving over $100 because they simply redirected their spending to better quality that's natural with no side effects for less money. I'm not a doctor. I'm not making any claims. I'm pointing out simple entrepreneurial facts that will put money in your pocket. So if they're saving over $100 a month, they're getting the benefit that they were looking for in the solution. Next month, they're happy to do it again. That makes it nice for you, the entrepreneur, and it kills attrition, the largest income killer in the history of network marketing. So think about that. Now, the other solution that we offer, now our network marketing solutions are projecthealthywealth.com, in our blog, thehomebusinesshelper.com, and our other blog that is called 7factstofreedom.com. This is our 7 Facts to Freedom presentation. Fuzzy video, I'm not so sure we're going to use this. But anyhow, this gives you the information that you really need. So, we're second to market, just like the automobile. We're bringing the best of the best. Now, if you don't think that you need nutrition, let's look at history and see how success left clues so we don't have to get into an argument. We can just simply prove the facts. The second to market automobile made them more money. And if you really look at the fact, 40 years ago, when it comes to nutrition, the soil was different. There was no acid rain in the environment. So the nutrients didn't get ruined that's in that soil. There was no chemical fertilizers. There was no pesticides that were chemically induced. So you had vegetables 40 years ago that give the body all the nutrients it needs. But because of those other circumstances for more than generations now, that soil makes a pretty vegetable, but the nutrition is not complete in that vegetation anymore. So how do we solve this problem? We utilize health supplements. If you love your family and you value your children and you understand there's something missing in the soil, we're not getting in our vegetation, let's solve the problem. It's been proven. Why not? That's what the difference is. Now, just like old school in the automobile, there was people that actually said, you got to be nuts. You expect me to put my family in that contraption powered by a motor? You can't stop it instantly. It's powered by gas, so it could explode. No thanks. That thing will never work. We're going to stick to the horse. Now, obviously, ignorant people exist in this world. Ignorant means they don't know any better. They didn't know any better, but what did history prove? The automobile replaced the horse and buggy. Nutritional supplements are in demand. The most spending power in the world is spending their money there more than anywhere else. And you have solutions that are second to market, second to none at projecthealthywealth.com. All the hard parts are taken out. So it really makes sense. Now, what are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about 7 trends that you get in front of. Now, in the past, you had 7 trends going. Everybody said you were nuts to try more than one thing. You just couldn't juggle the things around as a professional that you needed to and still be able to form those relationships of value that are the glue to your success. So Today, with the power of the internet, we can do multiple things at once. Just like this very Hangout can be used as a tool. If you're using consumable products right now and you're sampling products during this actual presentation because somebody's scheduled an appointment for you to see this video and they've allowed you to sample the products as of now that are consumable that we're going to talk about in a few seconds. We're just demonstrating how we're allowed to kill two birds with one stone here with the power of technology where it is today. You can simply capitalize on more trend than once. Think about that. Because when you look at history, success leaves clues. If you got in front of the trend of the automobile, when it went from 10% market domination to 80%, you made money to the scale that the world had never seen before in history. So if you could follow that curve of trends from 10% market domination to 80%, you could capitalize on another trend like the telephone when it come out, the home computer when it come out, the cell phone when it come out, to the new computer phones that we got today, the smartphone, the machine smarter than me. Think about that. Technology, each thing is a trend. Now, in the past, you could get in front of one trend and you could make historic wealth like the world had never seen if you were just positioned just right. What we're talking to you about in this very presentation is how to capitalize on multiple trends at one time, have multiple income streams with both weekly and monthly pay with no hype. We're talking about rolling up your sleeves and going to work. What are the trends that we're talking about? We're talking about the first one in natural defense for the body. What happens? If you look at free radicals and inflammation, they're the two largest causes of most all disease and disorder within the human body. Inflammation. Think about arthritis of all different kinds. That's what inflammation brings on. It weakens the immune system and stops the body from being able to do what it's supposed to do. So if you got a supplement that allows you to eliminate free radicals and inflammation, giving your body natural defense, and it gives your brain the nutrients that it needs, wow, on a single cellular level so you can focus. Or if you've got conditions like, say, ADHD, ADD, bipolar disorder, these mental conditions that are out there that people are taking them prescription pills for that are not cures with side effects that are sometimes fatal. You know, so what if there's a natural thing we can't call a cure or make any claims on that's less than $2 a day, saving you more than $10 a day? What are you going to do with that extra $300? Do you see what I'm saying? So you got natural defense. You got the ability to give your brain the cells the nutrients they need to produce things naturally the way they're supposed to when they weren't producing it before, because there wasn't enough nutrients in the vegetation that we were eating. So we take the supplement that allows us that nutrition on a single cellular level. Now, I'm not a doctor. I can't diagnose things. I can't make any claims or cures. I'm just showing you proven facts here. There's plenty of websites where you can really see in detail what we're talking about. The next thing is weight loss. This is huge. When you can pop a mint, and that mint has this ingredient called Garcinia cambogia, known as the holy grail of weight loss, and you can replace a meal with that mint. It's less than $2. What's the price of a meal, folks? With the 4 basic food groups, one meal, not even prepared, just the ingredients purchased. Depending on what state you live in, $12 to $17. So let's go on the light side. At $12, you replace that meal with the mints. Same money you're going to spend on that meal on the mints. $2. Saves you $10 a day. There's 30 days in a month. That just saved you $300. That's a car payment. Simply transferring your spending to better quality of nutrition for less money. Now, that's a solution someone would use even if there's no business attached. So that's a major important trend to be able to capitalize on with clinical studies And all of the products in the health and wellness area of this are guaranteed risk-free. So try the product out. If you don't like it, send it back to the company for a full refund. Where is your risk to give your body what it needs to achieve what it wants naturally? It's simplicity, folks. It's great. Health energy drinks on the market, right? What if you could take energy tablets, supplement tablets, to replace those unhealthy energy drinks that'll work for you and be completely good for the body with no side effects? Isn't that a solution at less than $1 a day? Think about it. How much of those energy drinks that are in the news? $3, $4 a day? 3 or 4 of those a day, we're up to over $10, replacing it with this supplement. Same spending, transferring the money, saving over $10 a day. Again, that's over $300 a month in savings, transferring the spending from unhealthy to healthy. Why not use these kind of solutions, folks? And again, products that would be used even if there was no business attached to it, allowing you to eliminate attrition and profit. All you're doing is sharing a solution with somebody that's expressed that they got a problem with their conversation. It's funny you say that. We got a solution to that with the home business that I work with, and it allows us to create a full-time income of part-time efforts. Did Tuesday or Thursday be better for you at 9 o'clock Mountain Time Zone to see how these facts work and simple what I'm talking to you about? See how simple that is? And I do these hangouts every Tuesday and Thursday night, sometimes on Saturday week. Throw in a little bonus like today. So let's take a look at next. Natural performance enhancement. Well, you've seen the little blue pill. You don't want to make a phone call when you got to speak in front of 10,000 people. At least I would. I'm a public speaker. So if I get in front of 10,000 people, it'd be pretty embarrassing to have selected that little blue pill you see on TV to make my wife smile. Can you imagine the 911 phone call? Hello, operator. It's been 4 hours. My wife's a happy lady. I tried this little blue pill. It says to call 911 on the bottle. When this condition lasts longer than 4 hours, I got to speak to 10,000 people in just a little less than an hour. Can you help me? Now, understand, folks, people are spending way over $10 a day on a solution like that. You got a natural solution, less than $2. Wow. What are we talking about? Saving more money, over $100 a month, and no side effects. You don't have to make a phone call like that. Isn't that a benefit? Can you recognize a trend in motion that you get to capitalize on with? So see what I'm saying? It's very powerful. I just showed you how to do that without being dirty to do it. I own and run a ministry outreach. And how to market online. LeadProject.biz, which is our affiliate program. That's going to allow you to have the online education, the online tools, and everything you need to be able to create leads and have a tool on hand that can pay you monthly for the other people that recognize you online as a leader and want to recruit you into their network marketing company. They call you up. You don't want a contest going on. My company's better than yours. It very seldom ever works. But what if you could say, hey, success does not hold a monopoly in any area. Let me ask you a question. If I could show you a way to generate 3 to 5 to 10 to 100 leads a day on autopilot with a real lead generation system, you push the easy button. You open up this screen and watch the instructions on what to do. Open up this screen, do what it says, and you got a system that you could turn around and put out there on the internet that brings you leads. And you get paid to give this to entrepreneurs. They try the system out on a 7-day free trial. At the end of day 7, they produce some leads for their business. They see it's worth more than $1 a day to have those leads. So they pay $30 a month for that system. The company gives you a thank you at $20 a month for giving them the tool that they need to achieve leads with in their business. And there's much more there. It gives you the online tools like unlimited capture pages, unlimited email funnels. So you could tailor this to take an offline business online and be able to show them everything they need to become an online entrepreneur with what they once had offline. It's all about solutions, folks. And when you got something like that, that's very powerful. So we've talked about how to market online. That education, people spend $500 to $5,000 to $30,000 just to learn the basic fundamentals of how to work from home. We give you all that for free video training at the homebusinesshelper.com blog. So think about that. You've got how to market online, lead generation. What's next? Our seventh fact of freedom is we do all this to make a difference. The church that we go to in Troy, Montana, Troy Church of God, we have a program in there called E-Children of Promise that we know that 80% of the donations make it to these actual children that are in a third world country in areas in Africa that have no options to help them out. They get clothing, shelter, food, and a Christian education. You can adopt them for less than $40 a month and have a picture of them as they go through their stages of growing up. And it truly gives them a Christian environment and gives them help that they deserve. We're here to make a difference in this world. Jesus Christ said, what you do for one of these little ones, that makes sense to me. So if we're going to build a team with proven facts, with solutions, we can recognize that's at the beginning of that critical mass growth. We know that solutions are going to be jumped on with or without us. Mass money is going to be created. We might as well make sure that some of it goes to make a difference where it counts. And that's why we have eChildrenofPromise.org in the homebusinesshelper.com as you scroll down. We also have our Bible studies because we understand that there's so many people that are disabled, cannot leave the home and come to church. The average attention span is about 15 minutes. So we put on a short 15-minute Bible study every week on a conference call, free to anybody to call in and be on. And that's in our blog, thehomebusinesshelper.com too. We're here to make a difference. And we bring you that free training so you don't get ripped off to learn how to earn money from home. And if you're willing to roll up your sleeves, you see something that's real. Now, show me the money would be my next question. And that's exactly what we're going to do now. Roll up our sleeves. We're going to look at a proven work habit because success leaves clues. According to success, 25 connections a day to set 5 proper appointments, whether it be face-to-face, over the phone, or a live internet chat. 25 connections to secure 5 appointments for a proper exposure, like this video you're watching now, and a sampling of the consumable products. Do you see how simple that could be? So 5 proper exposures daily, 25 weekly, 125 monthly, 375 in 1 work quarter of 90 days. If you're a leader, you're a reader. If you're not a reader, I promise you this, you're not a leader. Eric Worre, GoPro, he talks about the ability to have a 90-day plan of action. Most network marketing companies don't talk about it, but real business, you need to think about it. If you're going to a bank to get a loan from a bank, you got to show them at least a 5-year plan. And what are your daily actions that are going to produce the profits in the business over and above the expenses to operate the business and begin the business? And if those numbers are good enough, the bank loans you the money. So why not look at a 90-day plan of actions that's going to put that money in your pocket? That's what we're doing here. So 375 times, we got to do the proper exposure. But to make those 375 proper exposures happen in 3 months, that's 1,500 connections that's being made. Now, folks, that's not pushing a button and making $1 million. That's working for your pay to earn your keep. It's good, solid business skills. Let's take a look. So we fail to our way to the top by failing, completely bombing 1,125 times. 100 times they say, you know what? I want one of them health trends. I don't want to be an entrepreneur, but I do want to capitalize on or save some money, over $100 a month on one of those natural solutions or a couple of them. What does this do? If it's just one solution, times 100, that's over $1,000 in monthly residuals that you've attained because you went to work for 90 days, just sticking to 5 proper exposures a day off 25 connections. See the simplicity. 1 hour or 5 hours a day times 5 days a week, 25 hours a week. These are part-time efforts to create this ball rolling to where after 90 days, you've got a full-time income on part-time efforts that multiplies from there. It's not rocket science. It's an exact science. Okay. So we've got that handled. 20 of them say, yes, I want to prepare myself properly for all 375 proper exposures. I got consumable products. So let's have some samples on hand for each one of those. That just makes sense. At an average of $4 a sample is over $1,200. We give you all what you need at ProjectHealthyWealth.com through Living It Global for risk-free at $1,000. That's a heck of a deal. Now, 35 days into it, you feel like you've been misled, send everything back to the company for a full refund. Where was your risk to set yourself up to achieve properly in your first work quarter? You could leverage this expense on a credit card. The monthly payments would be around $150. I'm showing you a 10 grand potential roadmap on part-time efforts if you're willing to roll up your sleeves and go to work. That's a nice return on your investment. Let's see how the math works out. Okay, so you got 20 of them that wanted the online tools as well. First off, the 20 set themselves up to succeed with that sample pack for $1,000. So you've got $4,000 in commissions earned off of that. Now 20 of them want the online tools so they can create their presence, brand themselves as an entrepreneur, and supply solutions to the masses in the online world and get paid for it. It's embracing technology rather than running from it. So you get $400 a month in residuals for that. Now we got $1,400 in monthly residuals. We've got a total of over $5,400 mentioned there. Now I also mentioned the Lead Project.biz, the affiliate program. I talked about advertising like a professional. Well, the internet reaches far more people than television nowadays. If you don't believe me, look at the history of famous rock star Katy Perry. Made a YouTube video. Boom, look what happened to her in 1 year. How many millions of dollars was earned? As an entrepreneur, you have the same potential by harnessing the power of the internet. There's a program called Social Profit Academy. What if you could professionally advertise on the power of the internet with paid advertising? And you could, as a network marketer, spend $10 for an ad that runs 1 day. And that one ad had you over 200 people opt into a list, leaving their name and their phone number. Basically, I want more information about what you do. That's a beautiful $10 well spent. And when you see the actual case studies from 2014, where this actually took place, as you see step by step in video training exactly how this is done, it really provides you an edge in the most lucrative form of production on the planet. Now, it don't have to be just network marketing. You can advertise anything through affiliates or anything through this. So when you have the fundamentals of advertising down, as professional entrepreneurs do, I'm not making any claims here. I'm just laying out an example that's extremely truthful. But for professional businesses that advertise, say $12,000 a year, about $10,000 is useless and $2,000 brings in 80% of the business. So if you understand the fundamentals, you could spend that same $12,000 in advertising and have $6,000 bring you a lot more business. It just makes sense to educate yourself. When you can do that for $497, that's a heck of an education to get to embrace the internet of today with real life case studies and 10 times more than what I've described here by a 7-figure earner that earns that every year doing exactly what he's teaching you with real life case studies. So it gives you an edge that you need. Now, when you're sharing 5 solutions a day, every day that you're working 5 days a week, If one time you got lucky and every one of them said, I want to solve my problems with advertising, wow, that's $400 that you get paid as a referral because you purchased that course yourself. So now 400 times 5, that's $2,000 a day in potential times 30 days, over $60,000 in potential earnings simply offering solutions to entrepreneurs. But let's say only 10 people out of that 375 wanted that solution. That adds another 4,000. So now we've got 5,400 plus 4,000 is $9,400. There's 8 other commissions left out that I have not even mentioned yet. So as you can see, clearly a true roadmap, putting in the work, rolling up your sleeves with live help each step of the way, a phone call away whenever you need it. Where could you go wrong? The $1 million earners I've worked with over 20 years in the industry, they all had one thing in common. When they seen a solution to a problem, they took action with it right away. They didn't need to procrastinate that solution. You've just seen a solution to either health or more monthly money. There's no reason to procrastinate. In the box below, you'll see homebusinesshelpersolutions.com. Enter your information in that box. Click on that link, enter your information. We'll be in contact with you within 48 hours. I trust that the information you've heard here makes sense, and I congratulate you for taking the time to see a way to get paid both weekly and monthly, simply sharing solutions with other people that's going to save them over $100 a month to jump on that solution. It's going to create income for you that can be handed down for generations to come. Congratulations, folks. I look forward to meeting you in person, online, over the phone, or at one of our events. Please keep our nation's leaders in your prayers. Come join us. God bless you.